Hello everyone and welcome to Friday. Today's been an alright day for me. It's been a terrible day for Mal. We've both been feeling a little under the weather. I've just been really tired and run down, but Mal is having some allergy issues. Anyway, to alleviate some of these problems, I'm going to go over to the pharmacy and get some medicine for her and also tissues and Gatorade. Yeah. Because we're going to make an arts and crafts project. Also, I'm going to run over to my parents' house and pick up something we ordered. And then the evening can begin. See, the problem is, I've been working on stuff all day, but today was the day that we really needed to record a lot of Zelda. And Mal's kind of a part of Zelda, and she's sick, and she's like this right now, so we're hoping that the medicine will fix that. As a side note, this has been running for a while. I'm standing in my shop. Between me, Dan, Thomas, Mal, and Emil, we kind of keep up with everyone's turnip prices, and it's Friday, so it's the time to sell. I had the highest turnip prices, so my game's just been on, and I've just been sitting there. It takes everyone about, 3 to 5 minutes to sell their turnips in my town, except for Emil. It takes Emil about an hour, because Emil buys millions and millions of dollars worth of turnips. So he has to get them and come to my town and sell them. Then he empties out his entire locker, and then he goes back to his town where he's storing them in his museum and puts them in his locker and comes back and then does it all over again. And it takes like an hour. It's a little crazy. In fact, at this point I don't even know what he really needs all of that money for, but he's making like crazy amounts of money. It's actually kind of funny because he's without internet this weekend because lightning struck his apartment. So he actually had to drive out to find just a hotspot because he spent all this money on turnips and they'd go bad. Anyway, I gotta go get medicine. Took me a little bit, but I'm back. Sudafed. That's one thing. Now I also wanted tissues with the lotion because her nose has been so sore. Plus that. And also a whole mess of Gatorade. And because I'm the one that needs to cook tonight, I didn't want to cook. It's bow time! We've got the big old box. This is actually surprisingly affordable. It's got 8-piece chicken, 2 fixins, a bunch of biscuits, and comes with a half-gallon of sweet tea for less than $20 after tax, which is impressive. So that's kind of nice. Hooray! I could have cooked tonight. I could have, but for the record, all we have is stuff that's going to take like 40 minutes to prepare, and I need to keep editing. They get here tomorrow, which is exciting! It's very exciting! But I gotta keep working. There's a lot left to do. At this point, no Emil vlogs are out. At this point to you guys, you're like, what? That happened a long time ago. Yeah, well, one thing at a time. Oh, and as a side note, I forgot to mention why I went over to my parents' house. I was picking up something I ordered. This is a Lightning digital AV adapter. Basically, it lets me hook up my iPhone or any iOS device, well, new iOS device that uses Lightning, to HDMI, which means I can capture it, which is what I want to do. I, in the very near future, may be doing some First 20s or Demo Fridays, probably not full LPs, of mobile games. And I can just hear some of you going, no! Shut up. Seriously, shut up. The reason I'm doing this is because I get emails from time to time. I get emails from companies like Ubisoft, Sony, blah blah blah, who want us to do either playthroughs or videos of some sort for their content, but I also get stuff from indie developers, and we've done some indie content at the request of developers before. The difference is they're indie developers. They don't really have anything to give you other than their undying gratitude, but it feels good to produce content for some of these games, especially when there's not very many videos on YouTube of their games, or no videos on YouTube of the games. And a lot of these developers are doing mobile games, and some of these mobile games are good. They're good games. They might be casual games, but that doesn't, why would that detract from your Pokemons and your Final Fantasies? It doesn't. It's a game that's meant to be played on the go for fun. So I've had a lot of those developers reach out to me. Once again, they don't have anything to offer other than please review our game, but it's just, I want to help, I guess, is kind of what it comes down to. I want to help these people, and I'd like to do some of their stuff, and that's why I got the adapter, pretty much. Maybe one day there will be a friggin' sweet you know, game that comes out on mobile that I would love to do a full LP of? Maybe, but for the time being, whenever I get contacted by indie developers in the future that, you know, they're doing stuff for iOS, I want to be able to say, you know what, I can do that, and I would love to do that. That's what this adapter's for. Which is good. Freaking amazing food. Bojangles is good, good stuff. I hope this makes you feel better. Partially because I love you, and partially because we still have to record Zelda tonight. Hopefully the medicine will kick in and make her feel better. Also, What Would You Do is on, which I don't know how you guys feel about the show, but I love it. I mean, it's actual reality TV as opposed to reality TV, which is on all the time. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. There's a lot more work to be done, but tomorrow's going to be so freaking fun, and I'm really, very, very excited for it. I also don't think I've mentioned it, but we actually got a hotel for Charleston on Monday night, so we're actually going to be going back to Charleston, going like downtown and hanging out with stores and stuff, or in stores, not hanging with stores, because that sounds strange, with Haley and Lindsay, so it's going to be a blast. This next week's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? Earthbound is back, baby. Earthbound was released today on the Wii U Virtual Console, and since we now have a Wii U, Mal, hit the button! Purchase! Dang it. Power move! There we go. Cut you up, you son of a gun. I think he's dead.